Hello guys, this is a video on second-hand charter boats which you can buy, use for your fishing. Perfectly good boats you can use, pick them up quite cheap. This is the Aquapel 33. It's 10 meters. It's got a 3.7 meter beam. It's got about a meter draft, and it weighs about 7 tons. This is a slightly bigger version of it. This is the 38, I think it might even be the 40, this one. Gorgeous boats. They're built by a boat company in Guernsey, and they're distributed all over Ireland, the UK. Been used for charter boats over the years. You can pick them up a bit cheaper now, but I tell you now, they are still rock solid. Slightly different one here, built in the late 90s, I think, was the Bullet 36. By Bounty Boats. It's like a cheapish sort of charter boat if you're sort of starting up. It's very fast. Yeah, it's like the old style sort of charter boats. You can pick them up cheap now. You just need a decent engine to go with it. That's the key thing. No chips or no damage or anything like that. This is the 38 version, I think. Again, it's designed to plane quite easily. For its size, relatively light. So yeah, another boat here, the Aquapel 33 by Good Child Marine. You can pick them up a bit cheaper now. They are quite big boats to handle on your own, but it can be done with a little bit of practice. It can be done. So yeah, these are opportunities you can pick up now. So as long as the engine's good and there's no sort of no one's sunk it, or there's not any sort of, it's not hit a rock or anything like that. Someone's trying to patch it up. Just have to get a boat survey done, just to get it checked out. But it's hard to pick up an older boat with a good engine. A lot of people try to offload their stuff, once they're all sort of clapped out. So you can find yourself doing having a lot of bills and things like that. So this boat here is the Starfish 10, and that's another one by Bounty Boats. And again, it's quite a biggish boat. It's 11 meters, weighs about 8 ton. About 0.90 900mm draft and 3.35 beam. So yeah, they're reasonable. If you want a biggish boat, more in cost of it. This is its little brother, the Starfish. So if you didn't want something quite so big, you can pick these up for about 20 grand now. And yeah, it's just a glass reinforced plastic sort of hull. You can get quite a few people on it. It's probably better size. That's about 26 feet, I think, that one there. But yeah, if you want something slightly bigger, more seaworthy, you've got the Starfish 10. We pick them up for about 50 grand. This is the Starfish 33. This is a really nice boat. This has obviously been designed for sea angling in mind. However, the hull is used commercially for like potting and things like that. They're quite a solid boat, 9.95 metres long, 3.70 wide, about 6 ton. I thought they'd be a little bit more than that, but apparently they're about 6 ton. I suppose it depends what size engine you have in it. Anything from like 280 to 400. I'd imagine drop to 350 is probably about perfect size for something like that, to sort of get you cruising, sort of about 18 knots, something like that. And yeah, all in all, I mean, like you say, they are, it's quite a big commitment to have a boat that size. However, it depends on where you want to go and what sort of seas you want to fish. If you want to see open seas, you're going to need something fairly big. If you want something sort of really budget and really old school, is the Mitchell 31. This is the Mark 1. You can pick these up for like 12, 15, 20k. Depends on what condition it is, what engine you've got in it. And all that. Again, so this is 9.45 metres long, 31 feet, 3.35 metre beam. It's got a 90, just less than a metre draft, and it got here 11,200 pounds. So I would have thought it'd be a little bit lighter than that. You could probably have a twin engine in it, but this one's just got a single engine in it. This is the Mark 1. They do a Mark 2 and a Mark 3, better sort of accommodation, a bigger wheelhouse. All that, but generally quite a nice sort of way. This is the Offshore 105. There's hundreds and hundreds of them made. The classic sort of cathedral hull there. Okay in a side-on sea, in a head sea. Pretty crap really. It's slammed like hell. However, they're quite a fast boat in good conditions. They're quite fast. and they really were sort of designed to sort of, they were designed in the early 90s, late 80s, used throughout Ireland, and a very efficient boat really. And if you're starting up a charter business, or you want a biggish boat, you know, cheap to get on the market, then, you know, this is probably sort of the best solution really. But like you say, obviously you pay more, even for an older one, depending on what condition the engine's in and what, you know, whether it has some replacement windows and stuff like that. This is the slightly smaller one. This is the 32. Also using the commercial capacity there, and again designed to sort of, you know, to be quite fast, and you know, and to not be too expensive to purchase, and low maintenance and all that sort of stuff. So the next boat we have is the Blythe 33, and that's 10 metres. It's got a 5 metre beam. All right, and it's actually not that heavy. It's 8.5 tonne. It's got these big bulbs on the front there, just for when it's cruising along, so it stops the boat nosediving. Gets more sort of fluid. What's the word I'm looking for? Efficiency in fuel and stuff like that. It stops the boat back, makes the boat behave better. But you can see 5 metres. So these were like the start of the revolution in the change of sea angling boats. So people could fish down, get everyone fishing down one side of the boat. So it makes it easy on the drift, so you'd have less tangles and things like that. But generally, it's a hell of a lot of space on a 33 boat, and they're very fast, safe, good accommodation in the wheelhouse, and there you go. Look, very quite quick cathedral hull, very sort of catamaran hull, very quick, and yeah, it started the change from the mono hull to the dual hull. And this is Genesis of Grimsby, and I actually went on a boat called Genesis years ago from Brighton, and that could even be the same boat. But yeah, you can see what space you got on there, absolutely huge. But yeah, this is the Lockheed 33. Now, if you want sort of a really sort of well-built, solid boat, very expensive, the Lockheed 33 was very popular in the late 70s, 80s and 90s, and even the noughties, an absolutely gorgeous boat. And this is the 38, this is the slightly bigger version, and this one here is, I think it weighs, what's what we got for the weight on this one? It's 11.5 metres long, 3.8 wide, it's 13.7, so 13.7 tonne. So it really is a sort of a very sort of rugged sort of boat, deal with rough weather and all that sort of stuff. This boat here is like one of the originals, like the early 80s one or a late 70s one, and you can see the keel on it. You can see that massive keel there. It's a very good in a side-on sea, quite a fast boat, and very seaworthy. So they were really the sort of the state of the art for the time. But they do slightly, but they're lovely set. You pick one up now for 30 grand. This is the underside, and you can see there he's, you know, had sandblasted all the anti-foul off. And you can see the keel there, the prop, and yeah, so you can see it's quite a bit of work when you haul it out, but lovely boats, and yeah, it's yeah, there's a bit of work to do there. Looks like he's got a new keel on, and so that's it. So this is my right, guys. My top 10 UK charter boats for resale. Number 1, Lockheed 38. Number 2, Lockheed 33, based on build quality. Cygnus Starfish, again, good quality build quality. The Aquapel 33, Blythe 33, Starfish 10. Number 7, Mitchell 31, Offshore 105, Bullet 36. Number 10, Aquastar 33. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe.